best movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And today I'm here with another random review, which means I review a movie randomly. Yes, that's right. And let's see what the random number generator gave us this time. Oh, this is a movie I have not seen in many years. I'm looking forward to watching this one again just to bring back all the old memories. Ladies and gentlemen, my review of the 1985 comedy mystery film Clue, coming up now. In 1954, New England, 6 strangers are invited to a mysterious dinner party at the Hill House Mansion. They soon discover from the butler, Wadsworth, that they all have something in common. They're all being blackmailed by a man named Mr. Body, who happens to be in attendance. Shortly after the lights go out in the mansion, and when they come back on, Mr. Body is dead. Now the 6 guests, along with the staff, try to piece together who killed Mr. Body before the police arrive, or they become the next victim themselves. So what did I think of Clue? I thought it's an amusing comedy mystery. While the movie was a bit of a flop at the box office, it gained a new life on VHS and showings on HBO and cable, which has turned it into a cult classic. The film actually has 3 different endings, and while it was in theaters, you'd get a certain ending depending on which cinema you were seeing it in. Of course, the VHS and now DVD, you can see all 3 endings back to back. While some didn't really like the gimmick of the endings and some elements are better than others in them, I enjoyed seeing the different finales and thought it was quite clever. Of course, the movie is based off of the classic board game, which I played a lot as a kid, and includes the iconic game characters, as well as the weapons they may have used to commit the murder. The impressive set of the Hill House also includes the rooms from the game, including the billiard room, the study, and the library. The comedy mostly landed with me, and there's a lot of funny physical comedy and slapstick, as well as memorable quotable lines and quick one-liners. One of the highlights is Wadsworth reenacting all of the events which happened throughout the night and running with the other cast members from room to room, which comes off as brilliant by Tim Curry's energetic performance. The arrival of the singing telegram girl is quite hysterical as well. The mystery works as well. Per the norm, we find out more about the characters as the film goes on, and I almost wanted to rewatch it again to try to catch things I didn't in the first viewing to see if it makes sense with these endings. The gang decides to split up into groups of 2 and investigate the different levels of the mansion, which is interesting, and the characters find some secret passageways and corridors, and even more bodies begin to pile up throughout the night. Good performances by the very fun ensemble cast, starring Tim Curry as Wadsworth, the butler who wants revenge against Mr. Body for something that happened in the past, Leslie Ann Warren as Ms. Scarlet, Martin Mull as Colonel Mustard, Madeline Kahn as Mrs. White, Christopher Lloyd as Professor Plum, Eileen Brennan as Mrs. Peacock, and Michael McKean as Mr. Green. There's been a lot of talk over the years about a remake of Clue, and one is on the way, starring Ryan Reynolds and the writers of Deadpool, which could be quite interesting. Clue is a campy cult classic that delivers the laughs and shows that a film based on a board game can be pulled off. I'm going to give it the rating of do it. All right, well, that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/WestsideOf515. Like the show on Facebook, Facebook.com/WesTrueBaylist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @LesAlist. Until next time, Troop out.